Are you there? Oh yeah, there you are.
Oh
All
shit! You scared the hell out of me.
right. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out where in the hell everything's at.
I, I
How you doing?
I don't know what happened the first time.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
All I seen was a black screen.
Oh my goodness. Well, welcome everybody. I hope everybody enjoys this. I have no clue what happened. I truly don't.
Well, somebody's got a clue. It's
That must
just
be.
not us.
It's not us. I was I went to L.A. Over the weekend.
You're brave.
Oh yeah, I had to see what that was all about.
It's
But
about people being stupid.
yeah, well,
I I
all
have
that.
I have a friend. I have family down there. I have a friend down there that's actually videoed the crowd, and he went home and goes, there's something wrong. So he went through his videos, and then he went through the videos of 2020 and 2021 when Antifa was trying to destroy Portland and Seattle.
It was the same thing.
Same exact helmets, and one of the guys he got on video in Portland from
Yeah,
another friend of ours, and he got on video the other day. Same exact helmet, same exact mark writing on the helmet.
I norms. Yeah, I know. I got so pissed I left. I just left because it was nonsense. That
It's
was. I don't care who's in the White House. You understand? I don't care. But that didn't make no sense.
it's not
That's what.
making no sense.
No, it's not. I
And the
told you over a year ago that when he was in the White House the first time, we were all going to go to hell.
I don't care who it is. They're being stupid. People
Yeah.
there are criminals in their own country and are criminals up here. And some of them for very bad things. Not just being up here wrongfully, for very bad things. The hard R word and the hard
Well,
C S word.
yeah, well, they came to see me personally. They were in Miami, and I don't know what's wrong. I truly don't know why they think they can just roll up on somebody and do them wrong like that.
Oh,
Well,
they used to do me wrong when I lived in Arizona, and I do not look like an illegal. At one point, I literally had to have my mom deliver my birth certificate because they were not going to let me go.
that's
But
right.
I,
You're from. Well,
but I did tell them exactly what I thought of them.
Oh, well, trust me, so did I. So did I.
Well, it's totally different down in Southeast Arizona in the 80s. I'm lucky I lived through the episode.
I totally had the worst weekend, and plus today, because they were still trying to do shit. I got so angry today. I just came home. I really just came home. I just said I can't deal with this today. I said to
Hey,
myself, I said, this is what causes people to get hurt
yep.
because people like them.
Well, I've been all day. Thank God I've been able to keep. I've been on fire watch all day. We have a severe lightning storm, not so
Oh,
bad
yeah.
yesterday, but today it spread from Eureka, California,
Man.
just north of Redding, all the way up through Klamath Falls and past me up almost to Bend, Oregon. One complete storm.
Oh my goodness.
And just lightning. I've been watching the fire aircraft all day.
It's
Have
crazy.
you've seen my? You don't use Discord.
No, I don't. I don't use Discord.
Have you seen my new page over there on the book?
I every once in a while I go in Miss D's messenger and I see what you need to do is you need to if you have something new, just send it to me personally because I don't like going in the messenger that much. You know what I mean?
Well, here we'll do this private chat.
Just send it to my messenger, and then I get it because I see my messenger. Hey, girl, what's going on?
That didn't do what I wanted. Forget. Oh, there it is.
Hold
I
on,
started something new over on Facebook. Don't take that message. Here's the one I was trying to give you. My mess up.
brother.
I have a page. I actually have a page for broke fishing.
Oh yes, I saw that. I saw that.
So I'm trying to do the same thing I've been doing in Discord of putting the fire information in the Discord, copying it, dumping it in the book.
Right. Just give me a second here for so I can do this right. I can't find my own damn stuff. I don't understand why. Here we go. I had to go. No, where's she at? Give me a minute.
At least you say minute, not like Z, where he's like, "Give me a second," and you open up to pure sarcasm.
No, I say minute. There you go, sweetie. Yeah, I don't say second either because uh, when people come up to me and say, "Can you give me a second?" I just like
Time's
look
up.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go, Joseph. Uh, yeah, this is my third live. My third live. The first live, I had to fix my mixer. The second live, it was okay, you know. And I figured, well, I'll just do a loop and then go to bed. But then I saw you.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
I said, I'll go ahead and sing. I'll go ahead and sing and put it on a loop.
And then Broke shows up and goes, "Hey, are you taking anybody on that stage?"
And here I am. Here I am.
And it's too early to go to bed.
Oh, it's only
1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 10 after. You know, I wake back up at 5.
Oh well, my son got a birthday present. We had puppies on his birthday. I get woke up at daylight now.
How's that feel?
When you go to sleep about an hour before daylight, not so great.
Oh, how's that feel? How's that feel? I go to bed about 3 and wake back up at 5. How's that feel?
I've always done that. I'm sort of used to it. I don't get a lot of sleep at once, but it's play with me.
Those are
And then it's like we get barely into, a half hour into me playing and giving them attention, and they're like, okay, I'm done. I'm going over here and going to sleep. It's like, you little brats.
Yeah. You know, shit. Uh, hold on. Let me type this in. Uh, I am going to, since we're talking, since we're
Do you,
talking.
do you, do you have the code for Nightbot where they could, like, if they say hi or Mr. Columbia or like I do and D does, to where it'll drop your guest link by putting in a word?
Yeah, I have that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, I have it underneath Jonathan. If you put Jonathan, it'll drop.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
mine, if you put the word broke,
Yeah. It'll.
you put it, everybody puts a space and then whatever, but you put the word broke, it automatically drops.
I'll show you. It's
And
underneath Jonathan.
I'm not sure when, but I'm going to be running a giveaway here real quick. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I called up a company because I'm like, wow, to see how much it'd be for me to buy a product, some of their product, to give it away. By the time I was done talking to the person, they're sending me some of their product for free for
Oh
me to
yeah.
give away on my YouTube.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna keep it quiet what it is for right now
Yeah.
until I'm
Yeah. If I was you, I would. I would. I would.
um, once I get it in, I'm gonna give a day notice or something like that, and then so everybody can see. I'm just gonna tell everybody, to enter, you have to drop the word broke. It'll drop their channel link.
While we're doing this, I'm gonna put on uh, something that we both enjoy. I can turn it down a little bit so we can enjoy it. But
Yeah, I seen she did a lyric video of one of my favorite songs of hers.
yeah, did you see that?
I think I actually sent that to you.
Yeah, you did actually. But I'm gonna tell you a little something to probably make you angry. But
But you probably know her.
I know her well. When I went home, hi Tom, you see this guy here, Tom? I knew him since, oh my God, it's going on almost 6 years. I really appreciate him being here. Hi Tom, how are you doing?
I actually have a friend that's well known, but if you ask him if he knows me, he'll just laugh and walk away. He won't answer. But
Oh,
some
really?
people figured out when we've been sitting together having shots that, uh, uh, and they're like, I don't know, they lose their voice because he laughs about it. That's why he laughs. They hit
Right.
me up the next day. Was that? Yes, that was yes, that was him. Why didn't you walk up and say hi? Yeah, that's what you did last night, damn it.
Wow.
But he just laughs about it.
I,
Uh,
I got him wrong. But anyways, when I was at home, uh, we had a great time. I mean, really great time. And my father, he told me that we were going to go to dinner, and we were all going together. And I'll be damned. Guess who was there? So
oh.
when you sent me that, I started giggling. I started giggling because I said, he don't even know.
I'm not intimidated by all of you.
Yeah, no, I mean Maria.
Oh, well, it doesn't surprise me.
we all had a blast. I mean, blast. The whole entire month I was there. I really just had an amazing time. Yeah, it's getting crazy here. I don't know what to do if I want to.
Dude, it's getting crazy out here. It was 100 yesterday. At
Wasn't
my
it?
porch, on my porch, it was 100 yesterday, and it was even hotter in town. We had lightning everywhere. We got all these idiots flying drones around fire, and they have to shut down the show to stop these fires so they get bigger.
Yeah, I like heat. Heat's my favorite thing.
Oh, well, I grew up in Southeast Arizona, Tombstone, Bisbee. What's a
Right.
little heat? It's not hot unless it's triple digits,
That's right. I like it. I like it.
It doesn't bother me, when it gets like that 120 and some, I'll complain about it, but I'm still out in it.
Yeah, I like it. Matter of fact, we went from Scottsdale to Nevada, and then we hung out just one night down the strip. But it was okay. You know. I'm looking.
It's not the same as it used to be.
No.
I used to, through the 70s, 80s, my dad, every summer we came to Oregon to see my grandmother. Every summer. Somehow us kids were spending 2 weeks with her. My dad bring me up. I can guarantee you we're stopping in Vegas. We're stopping in Reno. We're going to spend about 12 hours in each place, and he's going to pay for my whole summer.
It was wonderful.
And I get to blow hundreds and hundreds of dollars any way I want.
Yeah,
They did not like teenagers walking out to the blackjack tables, though.
Oh, we didn't actually. You know what? We didn't even gamble.
My dad gambled every trip, but my dad was good at blackjack.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let me see if it's this. Hold on. We gotta make sure this comes on.
And that's probably my favorite song of hers.
I keep on trying. Like
I always seem to do.
It ain't
working.
No, it just won't work on.
There you go.
Love that song.
I keep on loving with a heart that's lost its pride.
How you like that?
So you already know I'm a big fan of Maria's.
Everything inside. I'm so sorry. I'm the fool 'cause I can't see.
I hope everybody likes this.
That you're gonna hurt me too much before I bleed.
So I sent you that song. You were probably right there, or had been right. You're probably going, here's my buddy sending me the song you just posted.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the thing.
I know that you don't love me.
Now, see, if I was on here myself,
Hey, you can turn it up. I'm a product of the 80s. It's never too loud.
that's right.
I'll take what I can get.
I'll take the good time. Step by broken step.
You don't need me.
No, you don't need to see me. You're cold as ice, destroy me.
Break me into fire. Baby, you don't want me. I know you don't want me.
Now I know why you always have the CDs just as they're hitting. You're cheating.
Baby, you just don't love me.
You're not thinking of me. Please don't hold
On me.
Can't bear it, you don't want me.
But you ain't thinking of me.
Oh, baby, you don't love me. Let's get to the moment. I know you don't love me.
But you don't love me.
Why
Can't
can't
you
you
let you love me? Oh, I want you to want me. But you don't think of me. I love me. I've got to make you love me.
Just one more time,
Love me. I want you to make me. Oh. Hi, Susanna. Proud mother, single mama.
Yep, that's such a good song.
It's always a beautiful song. It's always.
But now I know why you always have the CD right when I see it dropping. Cheaters. I should have already figured that out. You're probably laughing I hadn't that I'd half figured it out. I song too. So how's your weather out there?
It's hot.
You're
I think so.
I see the first hurricane of the year is actually out in Baja, Mexico.
You said scream and shout, let go.
That's what the blues is all about. That is so hard and you're scattered to wine.
There's no turning away
From the night
Where do you start to begin? When
you're
you're
falling like a shadow in the light.
tougher
In the tears you cry. And the heartbreak in your heart.
Love is gonna tell you goodbye.
I would sing this for anybody.
And the blues is gonna
Tell you apart.
Sometimes you wait and the dreams
Oh no, I've been working on Van Morrison lately.
Oh yeah, Van Morris.
Yeah.
I know him pretty well too. I like
Yeah,
his
Van-
song.
I've been working on Into the Mystic.
and
Not my anger of the fly.
silence by the sadness of
Hold
your
on.
heart. And I'm broken by the fear of your doubt. Wishing you could start all over again. That is what the blues. That is what the blues is all about.
But blue to the box. I hope you're enjoying it.
I always enjoy listening to Maria.
I hope everybody's enjoying it.
Tougher than the tears you cry. Harder than the heartbreak in your heart.
So, anyways, we want to
It's gonna tell
we want to chill. And
you.
she did a concert in Chinchilla.
Really?
Oh, it was beautiful. She even did it in Spanish. That's what really was nice about it. Yeah, she even did it in Spanish.
Cool.
You could start all over again. Now that is my blues. That is
What else is going on in your neck of the woods?
Fires.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's just below the border. And the one that went by me today, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 new starts.
Oh my God. We're getting these hurricanes already.
And the hurricanes are all out in the Pacific right now.
Yeah, they'll be headed here. They'll be headed.
Well, you'll get those ones coming off of Africa soon.
But I'm planning on being the hell out of here on vacation, going home. I don't want to be bothered.
Where have you decided to go on vacation once they talk about the first hurricane?
Right, that's where I'm just going home.
Going home.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
home.
not vacation.
Well, that's a vacation to me because you know what? I get so tired of being here.
Dude, I grew up as a wandering military brat. My dad was a career brat, and then I wandered. You could basically say I've wandered most of my adult life as a firefighter.
Right.
I'm so bored being stuck where I'm at. I'm not going to drag my kid around the country like my parents did me, you know.
Yeah, well, I can't. It's getting so bad. You know, I
don't think it's actually safe to drag myself around the country right now.
Well, right now, what the problem is, they think Miami is full of immigrants. That you know what I mean. I just get so tired of seeing it. But you know what? They drag these people like they came and got me. Listen, this is no joke. They literally came to me, and I literally wanted to do something I will probably be in doubt for the rest of my life. I was so angry about it. You know, I was just so angry. But he had them going. Now they're in New York now. All right, they got chased out of Los Angeles. Now they want to New York. They're in New York now. They're just going into places and pulling people out. They don't even know if they have their green cards, passports, whatever. They're just pulling them out. They're not allowing you to talk to an attorney. They just want to mess with you.
Well,
That's cool.
technically, I'm a naturalized citizen. What could they really do to me if they wanted to?
Well, technically, you're a dual citizen.
Yeah.
So they will mess with you. They will mess with you.
If I give them a reason.
Until they figure the whole situation out. Now, they're going back, as you heard, they are going back 25 to 30 years ago when people came over. They're taking their children away from us. Or if the children are old enough, they're sending them out of here because they're not citizens. That's bullshit.
It is. But like I one of my buddies like, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna look at him and go, you're gonna give me a free plane flight to where I can drink more beer and they'll give me money and a place to live? Go ahead.
If it wasn't for your parents to
Oh, I know.
be in the military or whatever, just think about your grandparents. Where did your grandparents go? Where were they from? Where were they from the first time? You understand?
Before my great grandparents, my great grandmother was Native American, and my grandfather and my great grandpa on grandpa's side was from Wales. On my grandmother's side, 100% my grandmother, my great grandpa on her side, and grandma on her side, 100% German.
Well, there you go.
My grandma, 100% German. Well, you could say because she was born in Arizona before it became a state when it was Indian territory.
That's right.
What does that actually make her?
She's Indian. If she was born in Arizona, she's an Indian.
Yeah, before it became a state, she was born the year before Arizona became a state. They had to get 12 people to prove her birth. Had to have 12 affidavits to prove her birth. And it's like, duh.
I just get tired of it. You know, when I thought it was going to be a nice place to live, nice business, make a lot of money. Who the hell thought all this bullshit would come down to this?
I know you got a nice business. It's just turned into not such a nice place to be right now.
That's right. You know, I have 3 people that actually came from Puerto Rico. All right. They don't even want to come to work because they don't want to be hassled.
Well, can you blame them?
But you got to think about something, though. Puerto Rico's America.
Well, basically, it's an American. It's not a state officially. It's a territory still because they won't vote yes. But it's basically America.
It's America. Leave them alone.
Well,
all the Puerto Rican people went to Miami, and they also went to New York. They did. They all went there. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Because Puerto Rico is America.
Yeah, it's an American territory.
Now, before Mexico, was it America?
Well, if you look at it, it's all America. North America, South America, it's all America.
Was Mexico America first? America was the one that gave them their own country, just like the Philippines.
Yeah, did we fight some war against the Spanish to convert for whatever the Mexican, whatever that guy president was in Mexico? We helped them secure their country.
That's right, just like the Philippines. Just like the Philippines. The Philippines is nothing but Spanish people, but they call it Philippines. So for somebody who's going to sit there, and I'm sorry whoever was watching, but if you want to sit there and say that you are a Filipino, no, you're not. You're Spanish. Spanish people lived there for 333 years.
Yeah.
American soldiers still have their own base there and their own airport.
Yeah, they put the base back after the big volcano, didn't they?
They sure did.
Took them a little while, but the base is back. Well, in my case, I was born in Germany.
I
I already have talked to the registrar, the stands in for where I was born. He's got my whole history. He knows who my whole family is. He knows who my German ancestors are.
Right.
I've already been told I can get a free ticket if I want it.
I just crack up laughing. Nobody understands. They really don't understand.
I almost had my wife talked into us moving to Germany.
Wow. I don't know.
They were going to give us the ride. Free ride.
Well,
go
they're
back
actually
to Germany.
Yeah. Well,
but I just didn't do it 10 years ago.
Well, they shut down 12 countries that they don't allow Americans in. And it's just going to keep getting worse as long as that man's in office.
Well, it was the same way with the one before him.
Who was before that? You mean
Sniffy Joe?
I didn't pay no attention to him. He was just old.
I just couldn't stand the going around sniffing there, all the women, all the females.
Yeah, he was just completely old. How old is he now? 90?
I don't know. I stopped paying attention.
Yeah, he's just old. I don't pay no mind. It's just ridiculous. But I don't know what to do. I've been talking it over with my family of selling the gym and just getting the hell out of here before it gets worse. It's just going to get worse.
Oh, that's the one thing I'm hoping it don't.
But they need to understand before Donald Trump ever thinks in his whole entire life, South Beach, Miami was built on Spanish people. Did you know that?
Yeah, and then the Cubans came in, right?
Yep. Yep.
And I'm sorry, but I have some guys that I worked with most of my life. They're my brothers. One of my best friends, Efren, was literally a Mexican Marine from the time he was 17. He did 4 years as a Mexican Marine, and then he became a United States Marine.
Right.
He's a U.S. citizen. He's told me, shit gets too bad, just come down here. Puerto Vallarta is nice. You'll love it.
Yeah.
He described it as year-round bikinis. I think he's just trying to get me there.
That one Marine he got out of the Marines in 2006. He was working at Home Depot, and ICE went there and arrested him. Didn't ask. I mean, they didn't give a shit. They arrested him. They won't allow him to speak to an attorney. So they all know about this right now. He was a Marine for the United States, and he got out in 2006.
And by part of them doing that, they're supposed to have citizenship when they get out, if they've done over 4 years.
They will not allow none of them. They're not even allowing them. They're just picking them up and dragging them in and not allowing them to speak to attorneys. Yeah.
Stupid.
I don't understand it. I truly don't.
Well, I've had the argument with friends of mine. How does it really sit since I wasn't born here? And I'm considered naturalized.
You know, right. You got a dual.
Yeah, I do.
Just like I told Ms. D. I said, I don't want to be a citizen here. The country is going to hell. Why would I want? I said, you're going to find out when you come to America and have to live, it ain't going to be the same. Well, you might walk around your house with all that Donald Trump bullshit, but you're going to find out your life's going to be hell. So if you ain't got your green card about the time this shit's over, guess where you're going?
To the Philippines.
You damn right. It don't matter if you're married or not. If you ain't got proof, your ass is out of here.
Oh, well, I have that problem of if they really wanted to throw a fit, I'm going back to Germany.
That's what I told her anyways. When she said she was coming to America, I said, don't plan on staying long. Yeah. I'm sorry for, people can hate me. If they like that
I don't
man,
hate everybody.
I'm just saying though. What I'm saying is, I don't know why people like this man so much, and he causes nothing but problems. The country is going to hell.
It's been going
Because
there longer than he's been in either time.
Yeah, but he's trying to run every country. He is trying to run every country the way he wants to. Nobody gives a damn about what he got to say. Nobody. Nobody. Is an idiot. Okay, so how long is his wife and kid going to be here?
Oh, where's his wife from? Ukraine?
Yep.
Isn't she like Slavic, Russian, or Ukrainian or something like that? That's the Slavs, right?
She sure is. So how long is she going to be allowed to stay here? She don't have a green card. Nope.
I don't even know where my certificate of naturalization is.
Oh God, you would have to figure out what immigration for Germany is. See, that's the bad part about that too.
Oh, he knows. The Stanton over there knows where he has a copy of my certificate of naturalization. But like
I
said,
know
worst come to worst, report yourself to San Francisco. Tell them you want to go home.
Right. Well, I know Europe is in New York. Immigration for New York is Europe is in New York.
I was told to go to the consulate.
Oh, okay.
And the consulate for the West Coast is in San Francisco. Used to be in San Francisco and Seattle, but now it's San Francisco. It's totally different.
Oh, I did see a live today. I saw a live on Fox. It was on Fox, where they had a interview with the immigrant masters about what they're going to do because they were in Orange County trying to get people. They were in San Francisco, San Diego, Sacramento. They were trying to pick them. Yeah.
They've been in Portland. They've been in Seattle.
Yeah. Is it Stanton? Stanton?
I know the guy they were after. I know the guy they picked. One of the guys they picked up in Portland. He's a wood chipper candidate. Wow. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He has an age problem.
Wow. I just don't get it. They just even give it up. give it a. I don't know when it's going to end. I didn't watch it tonight. I was doing live.
I haven't even looked. I won't watch. There's a couple channels I won't watch. Everybody keeps trying to send me over there to Fomer. I mean, agenda free TV that is not agenda free. And I watched that man have a fit on his channel and be spitting and foaming at the mouth. I'll never go to his channel again. If you're
No, I don't watch nothing on YouTube. I just watch.
No, it's more. He's on more than YouTube. He's actually done. He was doing really good on news, but he lost his mind right there when everybody was the snake bite thing, and he's been proved to be wrong by Pfizer's own release of paperwork earlier 2 months ago. He's been proved everything. He's been proved to be wrong by the stuff he was defending, but. He threw a fit. He got so mad that he was literally foaming at the mouth and spitting and screaming in his mic. And it's like, you're not Alex Jones, dude. You're supposed to be bias-free news, and you just showed the biggest bias of all because somebody said something in the chat.
It's insane.
Bad times these days. Truth ain't lost, it's hard to find.
Yeah, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I did make a lot of money here. I can't say I never did, but it's not worth all the aggravation. I can make money at home.
Well, you got a house, you got the business, you own the building of the
Yeah,
business,
I got the
you
house.
own the home.
I got 3 houses, but 2. I got one in Italy, Naples, Italy. That used to belong to my mom, and I got the one here, and then the one at home in Colombia. I'm all right. I sold the gym in Colombia when that all happened to me, but I'm not gonna
You don't,
try
have
to.
to, you don't have to own a gym. So where are you going, Colombia or Italy?
I would go to no. I don't. Actually, Italy is having problems too because it's Europe. All of Europe is having problems.
Yeah, it's not just us. I got a friend that goes to Poland a lot.
Right.
And there's problem there. I have family in Germany. There's big problems there. There's problems in England. There's problems everywhere.
But they're trying to shut the borders down now. So I don't know if it's.
Well, I know he sent me a video of Poland responding to people trying to cross illegally into Poland.
All right.
Yeah. That is a don't even try it.
All right.
It was you could count the seconds in the video. 15 seconds from stepping across through the hole in the fence that they made. 15 seconds after they put boots on the ground in Poland, they had machine guns in their face and 4 vehicles. I was like, wow. They made it like 4 feet into Poland. I was like, well, that's the way to make sure you don't have no illegal immigration. They were probably watching them before they ever got close.
I don't know. These people need to figure out, like I don't know how far the wall is in California, and I don't know what part of the plantations that the Indians own it, but who thought they could build a wall on Indian plantation? You were a dumbass. You were a total dumbass when you thought you could build a wall on Indian plantations.
Oh, you mean on the reservation?
Yep. I don't understand where you thought you could do that at. That's a no-no.
What's your opinion of the Chinese scientists being caught with that deadly fungus that if it had gotten loose, it's bad.
Listen, I don't know where he was going with that, but he gotta suffer for it.
There was more than one of them.
They gotta suffer. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Well, I heard they tried to say they were en route to a university to try to do something with that, and the university was like, "We don't even know who these people are.
Right.
We don't know what you're talking about." So, what exactly was his plan with that? And that's not good stuff to be wandering around the planet with.
I don't know. I feel bad for most of these kids that were going to college to be doctors and things. Hi, Pinky, honey. Uh, to be doctors and things like that here in America. That got uh, their visas to come over, and he took them away from them and sent them back home. Come on, are you really serious?
Well, on some of them, they needed their visa pulled and to go home. You don't go start tearing up university property. There's a difference between having a protest and having a riot.
No, I'm talking about before the even all this, before the protests and the riot.
You don't
He was
remember 2 years ago before he was
Oh
ever in?
yeah, 2 years. Yeah,
Where when you stick your face in the cameras, you're throwing rocks at windows and stuff.
Yeah,
You
that
gotta
was-
expect.
it
You
was-
gotta
it was-
expect it.
it-
The wheels of justice might be slow, but
yeah.
you
But
don't
who
do
was
that kind
over
of
though?
stuff.
Who was that over?
Palestine, the Gaza
Yeah,
stuff,
right. I
and
think
most Palestinians don't even want the people who they're actually after in charge either. Because I have some friends from Palestine, and they're like, no, you don't understand. We don't get. You may think we get a vote, but we don't.
right. We don't get that. I don't know. So what do you? If you had to, where would you go back to Germany?
If I really had to, I'd go back to Germany.
Yeah.
The offer Germany gave me, like when I was really thinking about it, when I first had to get a hold of them about my birth certificate, because the Department of Defense can't find it. I'm in my dad's record.
Right.
My brother's birth certificate is there. My little brother's birth certificate is there. I'm in his record, but they can't find my birth certificate, my certificate of naturalization, or my Department of Defense birth certificate. They had all three of those. They issued them. Department of Defense issued the two documents. They can't find them. They have my brother's. They have my little brother's. They don't have mine. Now, what the hell? I know there was that big fire in '73, but you burned those three documents up in my dad's file. But yet, in my dad's file for when he was stationed in Germany, it mentions me. I wasn't born in the army hospital, and that's even according to the registrar guy in the town I was born in.
Right.
I mean, I don't speak as much German as I used to, but that's not hard to learn again. Go find a girlfriend, right? See,
German's not hard to.
You're not saying yes, but you did say no when I said that.
I just laugh.
Well, my dad always said if you want to learn to speak a language, you find a girlfriend. You'll be speaking the language in no time.
Right. I don't know.
My dad spoke German, Vietnamese, a tiny bit of Spanish, and
Yeah.
of course American, because we don't speak English, we speak American.
Right. That was
Is-
your
is-
number one.
Huh?
Was that your number one language?
My first language was actually German, but when we moved out of Germany when I was a little kid, there was nobody to talk to anymore, so I speak American. And then to keep my job on the fire crew, and I've lost that because I'm not talking to everybody every day since my stroke. I've lost my most of my Spanish, but I used to speak fluent Spanish. I mean, I've embarrassed the heck out of some of these fire inspectors, and you know the guy don't speak Spanish. You know the guy don't speak Spanish when you point at a tool and you use a cuss word to tell him you want that tool. And I know I would say it on your channel, but I would say it on mine. And you're looking at the guy as you say it, and it doesn't faze him that you just cussed at your Spanish partner, who's laughing as he picks up the tool. You know.
Wow.
I told him to grab me that blankety blank tool and hand it here in Spanish. and the guy tested me for do I speak Spanish? You could tell he didn't speak Spanish, so why are you asking me if I do? He didn't ask if everybody on my crew spoke English. He just asked me if I spoke Spanish.
Oh my.
You know, they're all laughing because they all spoke English. Like one of them.
This is called Beyond Me.
I ain't gonna lose you. You're here in my heart.
Now the question is, if they decided to kick me out of here, could I actually get them to pay off my Social Security fund?
That is what they're asking now. See, that's what they're asking now. Because the people that's been here 30, they're going from 25 to 30 years ago. All right? So they're taking those people that's been here that long and they were working and paying taxes, and they are deporting them. How they are able to do that, I have no clue.
Well, what gets me is, wasn't there 3-4 times in the past 30 years, like every 8-10 years, there's just come on in and fill out the paperwork and show us how long you've been here, and you'll get the papers. Because I have 3 friends. That's how they did it when we were on fire crews like 20 years ago.
Well, they don't give a rat's ass about that no more. He brought up, if they've been in the country for 25 to 30 years, deport them back. They don't care if you have children here or not. Deport them all back.
Well, and they're arresting the guys that went through the whole thing, serving in our military and came out of it with U.S.
Think
citizenship.
about that.
And came out of it with U.S. citizenship, and you're trying to deport them guys.
Yeah.
They need
How many
to think
people
about
died?
that.
How many people died that fought in America's war that were here 25 to 30 years ago? How many people died that you want to call immigrants?
Well, with my family history, half of me, I can say, We're all everybody's an immigrant here.
Damn
Y'all
right.
coming in, stole this land, and you did
Damn
genocide
right.
and didn't quite work. You gave
I see it like this.
you gave my ancestors
I
blankets
don't
of
give a rat's
smallpox
what you got
and
to
shit.
say. Your great great grandparents came over.
Well, on one side, on
They're,
the other, they were already here.
they're great and relatives and things like that. It's just nonsense. It is really nonsense. They had their own businesses, their own restaurants, their own anything, and all of something now you want to take everything back away from them. Why is that?
Well, my son's lucky. He has a BIA card. I wish they'd give him a passport through the tribe, but his tribe, my wife's tribe, isn't doing that yet. But they need to.
I don't know. It is. It's ridiculous. You can't even. I don't even want to get up in the morning and like go and lock the door anymore. I was telling them, I said, if it comes down to it, this is going to keep going on and on and on and on. I'll sell it. I'll sell it and go home. Even though Miami is nothing but Spanish people, but still, ICE is in Miami so much, trying to get people that come from Cuba, all right? But most of I understand they cross over, you know, and I've seen on my own day with my own eyes, you know. But it got to come down to the point that let people live. Let people live. And let people have freedom. Just like you did when your grandparents came over, because your grandparents wasn't American when they came over.
Yeah, on one side, my family sits back and goes, "You're all immigrants. None of you were here."
Trump's family is not American. They were immigrants.
Oh, I know that. Everybody here, from my point of view, everybody here is an immigrant.
So I don't understand why he thinks that he is the only American in this country, because he even got a wife. The girls that he screwed around with, they were from a different country too. So how can you be the only American here and then want to kick everybody out?
He's not if you look at it from my point of view, he's not an American. None of them are. Unless they have blood from one of the native tribes that was here, they're not. They're all
his father was his father was friends with was it his father or his grandfather? One of them was friends with Hitler.
Well, I have part of my German family has been disowned because of World War II. We're not even allowed to talk about them because of who my grandpa's last name was. He took a lot of hell over that during World War II and after because of his last name.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. They just don't want us to be. I don't know. It's like
I don't know exactly what they're wanting. I can understand trying to the ones that got here in the past 4 years. Yeah, I get it. But everybody who's been here for 20, 30 years, why don't you just make them do the paperwork and leave them the hell alone?
because I do believe they have the paperwork anyways, and he just wants to mess with them.
Yeah, well, it's a big discussion. What's he going to do to people like me?
Kick your ass out like me. I'm not kidding you. Shit. I knew there was a reason why when I even told my wife, we're not going to become citizens of America. We're not. I just knew it. It just, wow.
Well, it's something I have to think about. Is he going to go that far and start going after us naturalized citizens where, it wasn't a choice I made?
How can he tell who's not a citizen and who is? How can he tell?
They can't.
Thank you. So instead, he wants to choose and he wants to get his people to just harass people and everything. You can't tell who's a citizen and who's not. Nope, can't.
I understand the ones with the stuff across their knuckles and stuff. Those guys with the tattoos from El Salvador, I can understand sending them back to El Salvador.
Shit, I've seen white people with tattoos all over their damn bodies.
No, the ones with the M and the 13 on them.
Mm-hmm. No, it's 12. It's 12. The number's 12. But it just doesn't make no sense. It really does not make no sense. No. They're totally forgetting who this country of so-called America, who had it first?
The natives. The natives.
And then who?
And then it was a combination of Spanish, English, French. It's the great melting pot, and he's forgot that.
Right. So when did
the people who had it first? They almost did. They did on some of them complete genocide. There is tribes that no longer exist, and they were doing their best to get rid of them.
That's right. They were cutting their heads off.
They're still, some of them are still in what you could call an intern camp, and they don't have a choice on what they could do with their own land, called the Native Americans, and the intern camp is called a reservation.
Right. So tell me why they can't touch Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah. Tell me why they can't touch it.
Is it still mob controlled? The mob built Vegas.
Who owns it? Who owns Nevada and Vegas?
Most of Nevada is owned by the federal government because they did so many nuclear experiments all over the place.
But how did
Vegas? Isn't Vegas owned by the mob?
Vegas is owned by the Indians. They can't touch it. Not at all. Not at all.
Well, I know the last Sniffy Joe locked up a bunch of that land into a monument without asking the tribe. like 3
Have you
years
ever
ago.
heard of Indian kids, native kids, getting $500 to $1,000 a month?
Not all of them do. Not
You know
all
where
the
it comes
tribes are kicking down to the kids. Not all
right?
the tribes
You
are
know where it
kicking
comes
down
from?
to the members
You
from
know where it comes
casinos.
from? You damn right. It comes from Las Vegas.
But a lot of the tribes, they have a problem. They've all built casinos, but
Yep.
there's a select group inside the tribe that are hoarding the money. The tribe
Right.
the tribe my uncle Red Hawk is part of. He's gone now, but they are hoarding the money. There's a
Oh
select
yeah.
group in that, and there's a select
They
group
still.
up by Rosebud.
Mhm.
Not all members of the tribe are actually getting what they were supposed to be getting. It's getting embezzled at the upper levels. Is the easiest way to say it.
Right.
The money's
But they
not making
still,
it all the way down.
they cannot bother them at all.
Actually, do you know if they want to do anything on their land, they have to go to a federal government agency called the BIA, Bureau of Indian
And they
Affairs.
will, and,
And
and they will,
if the Bureau says no, they don't get a build on that. They don't get to do what their plans were for that land. So they
That's
don't
right.
have as much rights as you think.
So I love it. If I ever would move anywhere, that's where I would move.
Onto one of the reses,
Yep. Yep.
I could go. My son and my daughter can. I'm not part of that tribe, but they can go out to the biggest reservation, which is Oklahoma. They have rights back there. But that's another one. They're not kicking money down to all the tribal members, even though they have a big casino there.
Right.
The money, everybody's like, oh, but they get money from the casino. They don't. There's a problem with the money getting past the upper echelon of the tribe to the rest of the tribe.
Right.
Just like in any big company that they there's a lot of embezzling going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in
I
our
have-
federal government.
I hang on every word.
I don't know. These people are assholes.
Or take any of the big, huge corporations. Why do they need to pay the CEO a third? The guy in charge, not the board, but the guy they put in charge. Why does he have to receive a third of what the company's worth for the year?
Right.
Give him a normal wage instead of millions of dollars. Let the rest of the stockholders let the rest of the stockholders get money depending on how much stock they got.
I have a question. When Donald Trump had his buildings in Vegas, all right, and he was building them, where was he getting all his steel from?
All of his money?
No, the steel. The bill. All his stuff. Where was he getting it from?
He was robbing Peter to pay Paul. Common practice when you have that kind of real estate.
Yeah, but where was he getting it from? Where was he getting the metal, the steel, all that stuff? Where was he getting it
Michigan, you mean the what goes into the building? From the rest of the country. Probably a lot of it from China.
Okay, so you just said that the last word you just said. So keep that in mind. Now, when he went bankrupt 4 times, where did he get the money from?
Well, did he truly go bankrupt, or did he just
He
claim?
did.
Or
Yes.
did he just claim that he was bankrupt?
He truly went bankrupt. 4 times.
Well, that
Where did he-
cancels out all that debt, a lot of that debt too. When you go bankrupt, don't it? There, you can get rid of a lot of debt. You could. It's
Right.
like,
But where did he get the money from to
well, from all of
rebuild
his rich buddies.
China? He got it from China.
Well, and I know on the tariff thing, a lot of people don't understand tariffs. I know that. You probably do, but a lot of people don't. They act like we're the only ones with tariffs. They don't look into what those countries have when we make a product here and send it out to their country. The same thing
That's
is happening as we do. Every country has tariffs. A tax.
Right.
A tariff is a nice word for saying a tax on what you're sending me.
That's right.
Send it here. If I send something back there, there's a tax on it off, so it's called a tariff. It's a tax. I got into a big conversation with a buddy about mine. I had to actually go pull up the world tariff list to get it through his head, and he's like, I never knew that. And I'm like, oh, you just believe we're the only one that does it. And I chose Germany as the country I used for the example. And he's like, I never knew that. I'm like, well, here, sit down. I'm going to go inside and read this list. But they have what we have. That's how the list was by country. And he's like, wow, I never knew that. I go, okay. Now do you understand tariffs a little better? He's like, yeah, basically they're a tax. I'm like, oh my God, it only took an hour.
Wow. Yeah, I just don't get it. I really don't.
I know some of the countries have lowered their tariffs that were outrageous, and they're now more in line since he pulled what he pulled on them. Some of it I understand. Some of it I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah. But all something now, all the places that he owes money to, they want to ban, or he wants to ban them from coming here.
Not
Does that
all
make
of
sense?
them. Well,
Does that make
I've read some of the countries that are on that list, and those people are some of them, they're pretty radical, and they scream about how they hate us, but they want to come here.
Well, I haven't seen them all yet, but I knew there's 11, 12?
Something like that. And most of them are those countries to where if we were over there, we're not as safe as you would think you would be.
Right.
That's where my German passport comes in handy. That American passport, that's just for coming in and out of America. When you land, I have friends that have dual citizenship. They're like, when you land, you use your other passport. You don't have to show it to leave. You have to show it to get back in. So you use your other one.
Yeah. You just need a stamp.
Yeah, but he says he is treated different when he shows his American passport. When he shows my one good friend, he has a German passport. He says he's treated totally different if he just uses that everywhere else and only uses his American passport to come and go from America.
I don't know. All I can say is the world went to hell.
Oh, it has, but it's not been. It didn't just go to hell. It's been heading that way for a while.
Yeah, it went to hell.
It's been going that way for quite a while.
So, like I've been telling people, I said, it's a damn shame. You grow to know people and you get to knowing them pretty well. Then, I I really don't want to stay here no more. I
In a
really
way,
don't.
in a way, I don't blame you. If I didn't have my young kid and I had a chance to get the hell out, I would. But
Yeah,
I sort of didn't get my ace in the hole for being hurt on a fire. I got slapped in the face for my 20 years of wildland firefighting, thinking if anything ever happens to me, worst case scenario, I have my Social Security disability that I can go for if something happens to me and I live through it. They slapped me in the face. I only got under half of what I was supposed to get. And my boss for 6 years double paid every single Social Security payment for 6 years. If he owed 100 for me working for him, he paid 2. If he owed 2, he paid 4. He did that for 10 of us, and I still got slapped in the face, even though they deemed it eventually came back. I got hurt on a fire.
My shoulder.
And it's like, wow, thank you guys.
And you fought
right.
around this old heart.
And I don't think it'd matter if I'd have stayed U.S. Forest Service. I left the Forest Service because I made more money in with the private guy and got to go more places than working for the Forest Service. And a lot of those firefighters for the Forest Service are laid off every winter. They have to go find something else to do for the winter and decide whether they're going to come back to fighting fire. I did that for 20 years. I just had a really cool wintertime bosses.
Oh, that's right. You have snow where you live at.
Huh?
You have snow where you live at in Oregon?
Oh, yeah. Every year. There's still snow on the mountains. Well, when we were up there on the 5th, we got stopped for snow. We got stopped. We couldn't go up to where we normally go. We couldn't get the car. We couldn't get through it. It was like 5 feet deep there. I have a snow pit on one of my last videos.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we go up. We do it every year. Snow trip snow hunt 2024, 2025. I know I got a video to edit right now where we drive up to the snow and where we get stopped. That's where the video ends. It's right when we get stopped at the snow. And not the last one, but like 2 videos ago. I'd have to look.
Oh my god. Oh shit, man. I gotta be up at 5 and it's 2:30.
All right. Well, I guess I better let you go.
I'm gonna be live tomorrow because I'm gonna start my live again. So I'm just gonna start them all over again. Even though I'm even trying to talk to my brother and get him back.
Which brother?
He's just upset that he got that 50K that he had. He deleted.
He shouldn't have deleted it. He should have put it on vacation mode. He should have just left it. I don't know why he did. You're talking Burns, right?
Right.
Hey, did you hear that last song Z wrote for me?
No, actually, I haven't really talked to her that much.
Would you mind if I play it? There's no copyright.
Go ahead.
Here, you know our buddy Z. That guy can write a song.
Great, I like the way he does it. Here, let me hold on here. Let me
Stop Maria.
Yeah. Hold on. No, I don't want to stop. I'll just turn it down. All right, hold on. Excuse me.
It's in the backstage.
Oh, I see. my thing on? Hell no. Here we go.
All right. This is a song wrote by Citizen Z. It's called Broke Fish and Having a Conversation. The hit basically this song is for me and my love for my wife and how you'll get it. There's lyrics in here, but he doesn't have them on the screen. But let me make sure it's turned up. There we go.
I still pour 2 cups every sunrise. Yours goes cold like the tears in my eyes. Your robe still hangs on the back of the door. I sleep on the couch, can't face that floor.
I sit with you when the morning breaks. I never left through the love and aches. I talk to you deep, out loud, alone, in the wind, in the rain, in the static on the phone. If you hear me, please give me a sign. 'Cause this silence is a mountain I climb. Every night I still beg your name, but I just get silence and a picture in a frame.
Our boy turned 16. He don't ask much. He's got your heart,
But he hides his touch.
I took him up high to where the lake meets the sky. Told him you're watching, though I don't know why.
I watch him grow with pride and grace. He's stronger than you know in that lonely place.
I talk to you
Deep, like you're still around, like your feet will show up on this cold, cursed ground. You're gone 5 years, and I still can't call. I light one up and choke back hope. I beg to feel you just one breath, but the silence don't flinch, and it don't fear death.
Some days I lie and say I'm alright, but I still dream of you every damn night. And when I wake and it's just me in the dark, I swear I hear your voice inside my heart.
I never left you, my fire, my storm. I'm here in the quiet in every form.
I talk to you deep,
Like a man gone mad, like you're still my reason, still all I had. And if you're up there, baby, say it loud. 'Cause I'm tired of searching through every cloud. This silence is killing the man you knew, but I'll keep calling, 'cause I still love you. I love you.
I always will.
Yeah, I remember this now.
Huh?
I remember that song now.
Yeah,
That's a-
he just wrote it a little bit ago.
Right.
And he told me it took him a month to write that, and he had to rewrite it 3 or 4 times. But you know, Z, that man can write a good song, whether he's using AI for the music and the singers or not. He wrote the lyrics to that song, and it's just me and me. It's just me having a. It's about me having a conversation with my wife, who's no longer here.
DD.
Huh?
Isn't her name Dee Dee?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know when he first sent me uploaded that, sent me the link and uploaded that song. I'm like, damn it, G, you did it to me again.
Wow.
I don't know. I've thought about it. I could hear Odell singing that song. I don't know who the male voice would be, but for some reason, I could hear Adele singing that song, or somebody like Maria who puts a lot of feeling into the music.
Thank you, Norms. I appreciate it.
So I dropped the link to his song in there in the chat.
I shared it.
Huh?
I shared it.
Cool.
Yeah, I did. I shared it because I remember the song now.
I had a friend of mine. I was playing Maria the other day, and I had a friend of mine go, "Who is that, Cher?" And I'm like, "No, but she sounds like her at times, don't she?" And they're like, "That's not Cher." I go, "No, that's Maria."
Yeah, she is such a character. You would have a blast if you were around her.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Rose has been singing the song my wife used to. She's been singing "Angel" for me. My wife,
Rosanna.
Yeah. I talked to Rose about why I wanted her to sing "Angel." My wife, every time I had come home from fires, would sing that song to me. You know, just relax. You're in the arm of an angel. And
Yeah.
Rose sings that song for me now. And it's like, wow. She sang it as her outro last night. And
I remember the first time you heard her sing.
Oh, man. That me and Rose talk like at least once a week now, offline. I mean, off lives, but we talk.
You know the first time you guys heard her sing that?
I remember that.
It was on my live.
I know.
She could really. I remember brother. He was so hypnotized when he heard her voice.
Oh, Rose. Oh my God, that girl can sing.
Oh yeah.
Rose helped me with. I couldn't find a thing to the wheel of names. I couldn't find that she uses to pick people when she's doing her little giveaway thing. She helped me get that. Here you go. This is what I use. Okay, thank you, Rose.
She's good. I mean, I really appreciate it.
Oh, I do too. And she went and learned that song to sing for me. That I'm just like amazed. Thank you so much, Rose. You know.
Yeah. She's wonderful.
There's been a couple.
I've been knowing her.
Go ahead.
I've been knowing her since beginning of pandemic, 2019.
Yeah, that's when it truly started.
Yep. She's amazing.
Yeah, I like Rose. I was amazed she learned that song for me. And there's, all I have to ask her is, hey, can I request a song? Yeah, bro, here you go. I don't even have to tell her which one. She knows what I'm asking for. Yeah. And she's such fun. I've actually gone up on her channel and did some singing with her. I'm not the world's best singer, but hey. Huh?
That's good. It's nice to have people like that,
I got to get a better mic because the boom mic for my headset stopped working, just the mic part. I
Yeah.
got to get a new mic for it, but I'm thinking of getting a mic like yours. Just finding one I can afford.
This here and the mixer I got for $400.
Yeah,
Like,
see, for me,
So
I'd
then,
have to save up for 6 months.
do you have a mixer? Period.
Nope.
Well, I have an extra one.
Huh. We'll have to talk.
Yeah, I have an extra one, and all you gotta do is hook your mic up to it, through your whatever you want to put it through, and you'll have a mixer and your mic.
So you're actually talking brother into coming back, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying because you know what? That was the most. I don't want to say too much, but
We had a lot of fun.
it went too far. It went too far of what happened, and it should have never went that far.
Yeah, I know a little bit about a tiny bit about what was going on, and yeah, it just all the way around it went too far.
It went too far. If somebody would have just kept their mouth closed instead of just saying things, because I don't know.
I don't know. I tell some of my friends when they're having problems with this platform we're on,
Right. Don't
you
say
got to
that.
remember you are in one of the most toxic places
Right.
on the planet.
Right.
There are groups of people that's all they want to do is be toxic on this platform.
Right.
And they would, and if you met them in real life, they wouldn't be that toxic.
Well, I see it like this. This year would have been 3 years, they would have been friends. All right. So why take your friendship just because somebody's white? And you got to watch what you say and what you do, because somebody's white won't say anything back if you don't say anything. You understand what I mean?
No, I get it.
It went it went too far.
Yep. But
And we all broke up all over that.
Well, he should have took his channel down.
Yeah, he did. He deleted it. Yeah, it went too far.
Yeah. It
And
just
he was having fun just himself. Just himself. He was having a good time on YouTube just himself. Even though the weekends were all of ours, but it just went too
yeah, it did.
far. So I tried to explain to him, you should have knew that things were going to happen when somebody's been married 4 or 5 times. I'll leave that alone.
I am not going to touch the thinking that comes to mind. Don't you do that. You know, I understand what you're saying, but you know.
All right, I'll leave that alone. I'll leave it alone. Oh my god.
But if you do convince him to come back, he'll get all of his people back the minute they find out he's back.
Yeah, I mean, I call him because I want to make sure he's okay, because you know that shit ain't traveled all the way down to him yet. You know, they don't care what nationality you are. You know, so but they haven't made it to San Francisco yet. Not yet. But they'll make their way. They'll make their way.
I agree with part of what they're doing for the ones that have really, really bad crimes on them and have
Right.
done bad things, but there's a lot of people here that leave them the hell alone. They're law-abiding citizens.
How do you know who did what and who didn't? You just want to pick, you look at their face, you see their brown skin, and you just want to go after them.
Well, one of the guys they went after, he ain't brown. He's wanted
Oh,
by he's wanted by the European country they're sending him back to once he gets done for
that's right.
the CPR that he did here in the United States. He's going back to his country because they want him for the same exact thing.
That's right.
And so not all of them are brown that they're going
They
after.
had a hit for him, though. They had a hit for him.
Oh yeah. If he makes it out of where he's got to spend some time here first, he's not going to like it when he gets back home to his European country.
And, Donald Trump's too busy trying to get the other people out and giving people pardons. Like, what was that TV family's name that he gave a pardon to? They get the wife and the husband out. He just did it.
I can't remember.
Christine's, is it Christine family?
I'm not sure. I haven't been watching those.
He gave them pardon. He called them all up and told them to get them out of jail. Get them out of jail. Because
Well,
his daughter-
I know they are looking at the pardon for the last one for his son, and there is proof of where the cocaine in the White House came from.
Yep.
And we all know where it came from, and from what I hear, there is proof to that. I heard that might not be floating so well. Auto pins shouldn't be used.
That's right.
Oh yeah, and the other one is you can't give people pardons unless they have actually done a crime. So what did he give pardons to everybody for in his family? What crimes are you pardoning them for, Mr. Joe?
That's what that his son one overdose and didn't one overdose and die?
I think so. The other one though was at the White House the day the cocaine was found on the White House floor.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius. Even Short Bus Freddy down the road knows whose cocaine that was.
I don't give a shit no more. They just need to figure out what they need to do and leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, that's it. And personally, I think if they need to stop chasing all these people who have been here abiding by every law except for they might not have filed paperwork. I don't have my full paperwork anymore.
And how long you been here?
I've been here since 1972.
Well, they're coming after you.
What are they gonna do? Send me to Germany where they'll give me a bunch of stuff?
That's right.
I mean,
You'll be happy.
they were sweet talking me 10, 12 years ago.
You'll be happy.
If I could have convinced my wife, it would have been on. We'd have all been in Germany. My son
You'll be
would
in a
probably.
whole different world.
But Europe's really screwed up right now. Germany isn't
Yes,
doing much better than us.
Europe is really getting bad.
I mean, from my cousins in Germany, they say it. You don't hear about it a lot, but it's not any better here.
Yeah, it's really getting bad. It really is.
So if I'd gone over there, I'd have probably been coming back to get sent back over there.
It's really getting bad because of Russia. See,
Yeah.
that's what got that took on. so bad when they shut the borders down and start putting up the fences because half of Norway and put up a fence because of Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where the oil thing is, that's in Norway, but Russia wants it. So it's crazy.
And why is he fighting so hard for that part of Ukraine to take it over?
I have
There's
I have
UN laws since World War II. There's been a UN law that okay, you can have a war with somebody when it's all done, they get their country back.
I have no clue.
There's something going. And come on, when he first started that shit, do you know how contaminated our planet is because of the bombs he set off in the Chernobyl district? The exclusion zone. I've seen videos of it. Bombs going off in the exclusion zone where nobody was at, and
Was
made all
nobody at.
those troops stay in there for a week when they weren't supposed to be there for more than a day. Yeah, come on, guys. You disturbed all that dust that they want it to be left alone because it's bad, bad, bad. When I seen military vehicles and you're looking at the Chernobyl site and you see military vehicles driving by, you're in the wrong area stirring up all that dust. All that dust goes into the atmosphere and it blows over you first before it gets to the rest of us.
Right.
I don't understand that thinking.
I don't understand none of it.
I can't get. I just don't understand that thinking. So
Hi, Norms. Norms is still here.
So what are you doing tomorrow
Oh, I'm going live about 9 o'clock.
at night?
Yeah, it'll be 9.
That'll be 6 my time.
6 your time. Yeah, because Doc asked me to go live tomorrow night because she'll be off, and she says she'll come up and she'll sing too. You know she can sing awesome. She has a whole album on Spotify and all that.
Huh? I don't do a lot of Spotify.
Oh my gosh, she does really well.
I've been doing Van Morrison lately. I just somehow got stuck on doing some Van Morrison. But I'm into that more Ballardy type, Tennessee Whiskey, some of the Teddy Swim stuff.
Right, Teddy Swift's okay.
Into the Mystic, Van Morrison.
Right.
You know that one.
Yeah.
The classic. When did he write that? In the 70s or something? I can't remember when he wrote it, but yeah.
Jim Morrison sung that. Yeah, that was 70s.
Yeah, Van Morrison, not Jim, Van Morrison.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know the song I'm talking about, Into the Mystic.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working on it. I've sung it a couple times over on D's. I think I sung it over on Roses. I just need to. When my mic broke, I don't. It just doesn't sound right for doing karaoke. Trying to use the mic on the laptop because that's what I'm on now.
Oh, okay. You're on the laptop, so that would work out then, because all you would need is the mixer. You hook the mixer up to your laptop, and you just buy a mic. You can buy any mic and put it in the back of the mixer, and then you have your bass treble and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to talk.
Mm-hmm. I'll send it free.
Well, I'll have to make sure you know when I'm doing the giveaway thing. We'll have to talk offline.
Right. I'll do it. I'll do it.
So do you have any dogs or cats?
No.
How about home in Columbia? You got any dogs or cats? Everybody does.
No.
Why?
No.
You know,
No.
dude, mine got expanded on my son's birthday.
The only thing we got closest to having a pet is gators.
Oh, you're talking there in Florida. Come on.
No, I'm talking about here in Florida, and then we have iguanas in Colombia, or we have the birds. You know, we have parrots in Colombia. They fly on your. You know, you're not allowed to kill them, touch them. You're not even allowed to have them. They just
So,
fly every.
so do you got them gators there that ring your doorbells?
Man, let me. Oh, you saw that, didn't you?
Hey, dude, that was hilarious. Here, this is my newest guest.
Oh,
Look at the size of these paws.
he's gonna be big. Look how quiet he is. He's just like. So you saw the video of the two gators on the porch, but the one climbed up and rang the doorbell.
Yeah, I've seen that. You think that did get sent to me like 4 times?
Oh, I love them. I love gators.
Yeah, I heard they're pretty tasty.
Listen, gators are the most. If you don't, what's the word for it? If you don't torture them or anything, gators are going to be all right with you.
Well,
And I love gators.
Did you see that one where the lady grabbed her dog, her little dog, and she went in after it, saved the dog? The gator was like, "Wow, I pissed her off."
Yes. Or the one that where the gator came after the woman. I mean the woman sitting there, and the dog went after the gator.
Yeah. Or Grandpa with the fire with the frying pan goes down off the porch. Everybody was screaming at him, "Leave it alone!" Smack. That gator's like, "Holy shit!" Back to the water I go.
Gators don't bother you if you don't bother them. I love them.
No, it's the ones. It's the salties out of way South America in Australia. The saltwater.
They are huge. We have gators in Colombia are huge. Huge. They're big. You think anacondas are big? We have gators are big.
Oh, I've seen video of some of those big, huge gators.
And you want to see the anacondas.
I've seen the videos of the big
Oh,
snakes.
You don't want to go into the rainforest and not be repaired because those anacondas are huge.
Yeah,
I'm scared to death of them.
I used to have a Colombian boa.
Oh my God. How did you get that?
How did I get it? It was a gift to me in the 80s.
Oh my God. I mean, how did they bring it across?
I don't know how they got it into the country. It was that boa constrictor. He was cool.
He had to grow big.
Yeah, when I passed him off to a friend of mine because I was moving up to Oregon and he wouldn't have done so good. In Arizona, he loved it, but up here in the Pacific Northwest, he was. Yeah. I raised it from 18 inches when I got it, and by the time I passed it to my buddy, he was 3.5 feet.
He's gonna get big. He was gonna get big,
and he was. I heard it's still alive, and I've heard he's quite big.
Yeah, he's big.
And I had him in 1986. So yeah, he's years down the road, and I know he's huge. But that boa was so cool. He was chill, man.
Yeah, well, he's big now.
I don't know. I wonder if they actually imprint on your scent if he would remember who I am.
Well, he probably. That's okay.
You don't like snakes?
No, no, because we have such big snakes that, man, piss on me.
Come on, down where you're at now, it's open season on all those boas and pythons and shit. I just seen a video of the look like, oh my god, it was huge.
Look, they allow you to go and kill so many of them, okay? Because they are so big and they were eating people's pets.
Well, my buddy who lives in Florida says there isn't a limit on how many you just if you catch one, you have to kill it.
Right. You have to kill it. Yeah. It's just like the iguanas. There's so many iguanas here. At first, you wasn't allowed to do anything to them. Now there's so many of them. They have people that go around and literally shoot them with
Pellet
what's this?
guns.
Yeah, pellet guns. Yep.
I know. I watched the Iguana Man's channel. I think he's down there in Miami, ain't he? You got that
Yes,
guy with the YouTube channel.
He's in North Miami. Yeah.
I heard they make pretty good sandwiches. I've just never had iguana.
But they're so huge. But people get pissed if they see them. People get pissed to see them when they get shot because that literally they're so used to them being in their yards and they're in their trees. They get pissed to see people come around and do that.
Yeah, but they're an invasive species. They're destroying. They go after birds after a certain size. They're terrible on the environment because they're not from there. And I don't understand those people that they'll pull an invasive weed that ain't supposed to be in Florida.
Right. But
they'll
if you
pull that, but that damn iguana, they want it to be there.
Right. But it's the older people now that don't want the iguanas to be there. But if you have somebody that is younger in their 40s and things like that, and they have a pond and things like that, they won't allow you on their property. Oh no! There might be somebody that gives them a call and say, "Hey, this house got so many iguanas," and then they come and try to get them. Oh no, you could be chased off.
Well,
I know. I wouldn't want nobody on my property doing it.
Well, yeah, but you understand they are an invasive species, and you probably
They're
don't
everywhere. Well, they're everywhere.
I know,
Everywhere.
I know.
They walk down the street. They're just like dogs. They walk down the street. They're big. I have a picture of one. He got to be like 8 foot long, and he's just sitting in a tree minding his own business.
Well, at the moment,
No,
but when he gets hungry, there goes that native exotic bird he likes to eat.
or the fish. Or the
Yeah.
fish. You know, they like fish.
Well, we had a bunch of idiots out here in Oregon take smallmouth bass, bring it into the state, and dump it into a couple of our river systems. The smallmouth bass actually disturb the salmon egg nests. They eat part of it, and what they don't eat, they scatter, so they never hatch. And they're so bad now that they've opened up the season to spear guns and spear pools, no limit.
Wow.
And they're evasive. They're not even from this state. Smallmouth bass are not from Oregon.
I bet they get big. The bass get big.
Oh my God. I've seen some what would be people would be calling them records back east. We just call them an invasive species. Not supposed to be here. You're killing all the rest of the fish. There's fish that come up out of the ocean a certain distance into the river to lay their eggs. They guard it until they hatch, and then they leave. They don't take the babies with them. They stay in the tributary down there in the brackish water of the, where the ocean water and the river water mixes, the bays.
Right.
And then they get a certain size, they go back out to sea. And then when they get to being bigger, they come in and do the same thing. The smallmouth bass kill them off.
Wow.
It's bad, and some people don't understand it. And then it was all because these people wanted to fish bass in Oregon. You dummies.
Well, my brother, I have 2 hours to get up.
All right, I better let you go because you'll end up being here another 2 hours and not getting sleep.
I got 2 hours, and then I get up at 5, and then I leave at 5:30.
And then you open it up.
I remember us going live and me staying awake and just taking a shower and going to work.
Yeah, I remember those days. I think I've actually heard you. Oh, no, I'm supposed to be leaving to go open up.
Yeah, we used to have so much fun, though.
I know. Well, it can still be fun. It's just you're just getting back to streaming again. I haven't seen you streaming a lot.
I haven't. It was like over a month.
Yeah, I thought it'd been that long. And of course, YouTube's on their torture or broke right now. I haven't been getting my notifications right.
All right.
They're just
I went home for a month. So I went home for a month. And then
how was Grandma?
Oh my God.
Is she enjoying being back home?
Listen, I can't wait for August to come. I really can't. I can't wait for August to come. She'll be 99 years old.
Man. Well, hey, I heard the other day Willie Nelson is like 92, 93 or some shit. Willie.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Willie's in his 90s. I was like, Willie Nelson is 90. I think it's 93. It's either 92 or 93. I was like, Willie's 90 some years old.
That's that weed, man. That's that weed.
Well, I ain't going to stop if that's what it helps us with.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Even though I honestly believe I have literally shortened my life by having my job. A cat only has 9 lives, and I've used up like 5 of those on fires.
Wow, yeah, he smokes a lot. Him and Snoop Dogg, they ought to be father and son.
Oh, Snoop's got a champagne out or something?
Yeah. I didn't tell you that story. I'm trying to get my own tequila.
You did tell me you were trying to get your own tequila.
Yeah. I hope it goes through. It'll be great.
I don't like the gold so much now that I'm older. I'm like a silver tequila.
Right. Well, I'll have gold, silver, and dark.
That I like the silver. The good silver, not this cheap tequila. They were always. I could tell them too. I had last time I was out with my wife. We went in, and the owner of the bar, I heard him tell his bartender, "That guy walking in right now, don't serve him anything cheap." And she gave me tequila out of the gun. Yeah. And I looked at her and said, "Hey, can you get the owner?"
I learned that cheap tequila is nothing but vodka.
Yeah. With a little tiny bit of tequila mixed in with it. And the owner of the place we were at, He looked at his bartender and goes, "You did what I told you not to do. See that bottle up there? That's his bottle. That's here for
Right.
him. You know, I told you we have this guy that he's only home every 2 weeks for 2 days. He comes in to have a drink and party with his friends, and you gave him the cheap gun shit. Oh my god!"
I'm trying. I'm trying. I got the
And
lawyers all hooked up into this. I'm ready.
well, when you get it going, I'll have to get a bottle from you.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I already told people the gifts are gonna be coming. Don't worry, the gifts will be coming.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump down because it's easier for you to outro if I'm not keeping you here.
Oh yeah, I'm going to take a shower and go to bed and get right back up.
And it's good to see you again, brother. And I'll have to
Tomorrow,
talk to you. I'll have to
tomorrow.
talk to you about that equipment.
Yeah, I'll show you tomorrow.
And I'll have to tell you what I have going down here when it gets here. You'll laugh.
Okay.
You'll laugh about what I walked myself into something that I was just surprised by the time I got off the phone.
Oh my.
Uh, it's not a big thing, but it is to me how it ended up. I'll have to tell you in private because it's like, wow.
All right. We'll talk
All
about
right.
that.
Yeah. What time you get off work?
Ha! I leave here at 5:30. Open the doors up and don't get home until 8.
Oh my God. And then you're gonna go live an hour later?
Just like I used to. Just like I used to.
All right. See you later, Mr.
All right.
Carter. You
I'll
have a
see you.
good day.
All right. See you
Bye.
later. Well, everybody, it is 3:15 a.m. in the morning. I have to be up at 5. I did have a wonderful time. I hope to see y'all again tomorrow. And we can have a great day. Maybe we'll do some singing. Nah, we'll do some singing tomorrow. We'll do some singing. And then anybody wants to come up and good night, bro, Norms. And if you want to come up too, we'll do this tomorrow. This is my third live tonight. But like I said, it is 3:15, and I have to be up at 5. So it's only 2 hours. Hello. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta check it out. Gotta check out this week. Don't go nowhere. Let's see. Don't go nowhere. Oh, okay. I know who you are. I had to see your face. Okay, okay. Oh, no. Right there. There you go. Now say something. Now you can write me back. Say something so I know you got your jacket. Go ahead before I go. Come on. Come on. I gave it to you. Where are you? I'm waiting. Norms. I'm waiting. Let's see. I gave a jacket, tell her don't go nowhere. I told her don't go nowhere. I told her, Norm. I said, don't go nowhere. Okay, hold on. Let's try to find. Man, my glasses, they're so dirty. Uh, here. Oh, I was already there. I know who that is. He was doing exercising. Yeah, I know who that is now. Well, she has a jacket just in case she comes back. Okay. Well, listen, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow night, and when everybody's up or in the evening and things like that. And I do appreciate on each live that we all had fun. So it's time for me to go take a shower and go to bed and get back up. It won't. It'll just be a nap. Just a nap. Norms, thank you. Brother Broke, thank you. Everybody else that's in the background, thank you. I have 34 views just on a 2 hour live. I appreciate that. I will give you all big hugs and I will see you tomorrow. As you see my countdown go down, you'll see that I am getting ready to end. So let's just do this. All right, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.